My name is Lærke Blix Hagemann. I'm from Copenhagen in Denmark, but I live in Berlin and represent Germany in this contest with my other friends that I made the movie with. I got the idea when Gilbert he gave us the assignment in class, because I was thinking like, okay, how can we make like a really fun movie out of this? And I had this idea of making a dress out of carton. And then I gathered my little group after class. This is Kenneth Dumevi, Tick, Benedict Tick, and Moritz Hilka. We're the four of us made the movie together. And we're kind of like, we've done every project together in school. We've been really, really tight since the very beginning of the first semester. And I kind of told them about this idea with the dress, and they really liked the idea. And then we met up a few days later, and we started brainstorming, you know, like how can we make it funny? We really wanted to make sure that it was a funny movie and not to be taken seriously. It's supposed to have this like sarcastic vibe to it, and you know, we want people to laugh when they see it, because it's supposed to be something that you laugh about but also see the message in the movie. And then the Cartonovella, the name came from, we had a lot of different names in the beginning, but Cartonovella, we decided on that the night before we turned it in, because the whole time we had this idea that it would be kind of like a telenovela, because we had a narrating voice and it was very like exaggerated and all of this, so a lot of it was about having this telenovela vibe. And then we were thinking, okay, we need Carton in the name, how do we do it? And we had so many different names, but with all of them we're like, oh, this is not it. And then I don't remember, I think maybe it was Ken or someone who was like, what about Cartonovella? And we were all like, yes, that's the one. We all did one poster each that we made in InDesign, and then we printed them at school, and then we used them for some of the different scenes. We had the one with the wall where we put all of them up, and then I walked past the wall, and then we also used them for the metro shots and a lot of the still shots where I'm just standing with the sign. But yeah, we just all kind of made our own and then printed them and used those. It was very, very outside of my comfort zone for sure. I wasn't supposed to be the actor. From the very beginning, we wrote this for like an actor that we would find. We had planned on contacting some acting schools, and we all had some friends that we were like, okay, maybe she would want to do it, but in the end, no one could. So it was very last minute that we were like, okay, I have to do it. And then in the beginning, I was really uncomfortable with it, and I was trying to convince Tick, one of the guys in my group, you know, maybe you could do it. We can change it up a bit. It can be a guy in a dress. But they were all like, you know, it should probably be a girl. And I was like, yeah, probably. But yeah, I did a lot of the screenwriting for the movie, and it was definitely never intended for me to be that girl. Very much outside of my comfort zone, both with the acting, the outfit, being half naked in the first shot, and then with the carton dress walking around Berlin. I mean, we made the dress ourselves, and it turned out a lot better than we thought it would, I think. I mean, we were all really happy when I put it on, we were like, oh my God, it looks like a dress. It actually looks nice. But it obviously had some, you know, slits in it here and there, and we weren't able to cover everything up completely. So it was, I was wearing the sunglasses. That was like my little protection helmet, because I was like, no one can see me. I'm just in my own little world, and I didn't have any lines, which I think made it a lot easier. So it was just, you know, expressions, and then just walking and just ignoring all the people looking at me all the time. But it was definitely fun, and it was a really good group of people, and we shot everything in one day. So it's also a very, very long day, but yeah, it was a really fun experience, I would say. We had this, you know, telenovela idea, and I really wanted it to be, you know, a Morgan Freeman kind of voice narrating the story, but we also didn't have a Morgan Freeman available, unfortunately, so I also narrated the story. But I think in the end it also does add something to it, because I'm the one in the movie and I'm the one narrating it, so it is from my perspective, and I think it does give something good to the movie that, you know, Morgan Freeman would have been awesome, but you know, you gotta work with what you have. I mean, I think the first thing that really shocked me was, I think we had this talk as well in one of the meetings, that, you know, moving boxes didn't go into that category, and really finding out what is carton, you know, in this sense, and also just discovering how, because everything that the dress was made of was just stuff that we found in our apartments, you know, from ice cream wrappers to, you know, whatever, but it was just so much stuff that we were like, okay, we're surrounded by carton everywhere we go, and it was really fun also just to play around with the colors and when making the dress and seeing how flexible it is. And, we could make a top that like rounds here and a skirt that goes out. And it was really fun to see like all the different textures you could play with, and also just in general discovering how much carton there is everywhere. And then for one, you can make a dress out of it. One, definitely just go for it. And if you have a good group of friends like I do, and really just creative, amazing people, then bounce your ideas off of each other. You might have one idea and then another friend can, give you some feedback, or from that idea he gets another idea. You don't have to have the whole idea by yourself. I didn't. We worked together as a team. I mean, the carton dress, sure, that was my idea, but the whole movie was us. We did that together by talking to each other. So I think if you're insecure about doing it the first time, find some friends that you respect and are creative minds and work with them.